Hi everyone, I'm Janneke and welcome back to my channel. I know there's a thing going around in which people show you all of their unread books, which is kind of terrifying because I have so many unread books compared to the books I've read, but I also thought it would be a fun idea to do that. I haven't actually watched any of these videos, so I'm not sure how other people format it and show you, but I'm going to just move the camera shelf by shelf and just showcase the books I have not yet read on these shelves and tell you a bit about them, if I have any thoughts on them, like if I'm planning on reading them or if they're more decorative, because while I'm planning on reading most of these books, this one, for example, purely decorative. I'm not planning on reading all of Shakespeare's works in this book, definitely not. But most of them I am planning on reading, so yeah. Let's get started. I just filmed my bookshelf tour, so the shelves might seem very familiar because nothing has changed. But yeah, it starts with the Library of Shakespeare, which is all of Shakespeare's works, which I'm not planning on reading, but it is very pretty, so I'm keeping it. Then we have Percy Jackson's Greek Gods, which I really want to read. It's also illustrated and it's beautiful. I've read parts of it, but definitely not most of it yet. Then we've got fairy tale collections, which again, I'm not planning on actually reading all of them, but they are fun to read through. So yeah, I feel like just every book we're going to come across I have not yet read. These are the illustrated Harry Potter editions, which I have read normally in Dutch, but I have not yet read the illustrated ones and I really want to. Then we've got Heroes of Olympus, The Mark of Athena, which I've read part of. I've read up to the bookmark and it's been years, so if I do want to reread it, I should restart because I don't remember any of it. That's that shelf. Then we're gonna go down one, which starts with more fairy tales. These are, if I can get it, selected tales from the Brothers Grimm, and it's a beautiful edition, which I have not read. Then we've got Pride and Prejudice, same edition, and Wuthering Heights, both which I haven't read. Jane Eyre I have actually read. Then we've got The Princess Bride, which again, beautiful edition, but I have not yet read it. Do want to read it. Then we've got Turtles All the Way, well, that's not Turtles All the Way Down. Turtles All the Way Down by Joan Green, I have not yet read. All About Mia by Lisa Williamson. The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. The Land of Stories, A Grim Warning, An Author's Odyssey, and Worlds Collide by Chris Colfer. Read part of this one, like almost halfway through. Starters by Lisa Price. I have to be totally honest with you, I've debated unholding this book so often because I'm not really interested anymore in the plot, but it just looks so beautiful without the dust jacket that I can't ever get myself to get rid of it. It's just so pretty. On the Edge of Gone by Corinne Dyfus. Gossip Girl, You're the One That I Want, Nobody Does It Better, Nothing Can Keep Us Together, Only in Your Dreams, Would I Lie to You, Don't You Forget About Me, and It Had to Be You by Cecily von Ziegler and her ghostwriter. Julia's Reis by Finn Zetterholm. This would translate to Julia's Journey. And A Happy New Year by Holly Bourne. Koning van Katoren by Jan Terlouw. This would translate to something like King of Katoren. Katoren is the imagined country. Kruistocht in Spijkerbroek. Whoops. Retry. Kruistocht in Spijkerbroek by Thea Beckman. This would translate to Crusade in Jeans. The World of Harry Potter by Ellen Zola Kronzek and Elizabeth Kronzek. De Grijze Jager, De Koninklijke Leerling. This is the 12 Ranger's Apprentice book. Not sure what the English title of that is. Ranger's Apprentice, The Burning Bridge. So this book is both Ruins of Garland and The Burning Bridge. And I've read both in Dutch, but I've also read Ruins of Garland in Ruins of Garland in English, but I have not yet read Burning Bridge in English. The Spiderwick Chronicles by Tony DiTerlazzi and Holly Black. I got this book from the library I used to volunteer at because they were getting rid of a bunch of books and they just asked if I wanted any of them, and this one sounded interesting to me. Watership Down by Richard Adams. Percy Jackson, The Lightning Thief, The Sea of Monsters, The Titan's Curse, The Last Olympian, and The Battle of the Labyrinth by Rick Riordan. I've read all of these in Dutch, but not in English. The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. If you're wondering why I'm going to be ignoring some of the books on this shelf, it's because I'm not going to show you my books for school or my cooking books or books like that, because those aren't books you have to read in the entirety to use, I guess. You just pick a recipe, or for the school books we didn't go through all of it, but we went through what my teacher wanted me to go through. And there's like a travel guide, which is just which thing is interesting to me, that thing, I'll read that thing. So not showing you those. Doing it. Let's Talk About Sex by Hannah Witten. The Odyssey by Homerus. I think you call him Homer in English. I've actually translated parts of this for Greek, but I've not read the entirety of the story. The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. Macbeth by William Shakespeare. The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. Hoe alles moest beginnen by Thomas Verbocht. This word translates to How Everything Had to Start. I got this book from my Dutch teacher during my graduation ceremony, so that was really awesome. And The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. The Book of Pearl by Timothy de Von Bell. The Last Named Sarah by Kristen Cicerelli. Someone Like You by Sarah Dessen. Aristotle and Dante Discover the Universe by Benjamin Alir Sayans. Firecracker by David Isserson. The Hate List by Jennifer Brown. The Beginning of Everything by Robin Snyder. Princess Gambit and King's Rising by C.S. Passat. The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. Jane Austen's Guide to Good Manners by Josephine Ross and illustrated by Catherine Webb. Bachelorette No. 1 by Jennifer O'Connell. The Place of Oscar Wilde by Oscar Wilde. This includes Lady Windermere's Fan, A Woman of No Importance, An Ideal Husband, and The Importance of Being Earnest. And I've already read Lady Windermere's Fan and The Importance of Being Earnest. Frankly in Love by David June. Will Grayson by David Green. Will Grayson by John Green and David Leviton. Blue Lily Lily Blue by Maggie Stiefvater. The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. The Miseducation of Cameron Post. Always and Forever Lara Jean by Jenny Han. A Quiet Kind of Thunder by Sarah Barnard. Oh My Gods by Alexandra Shepard. All Eyes on Us by Kit Frick. Girlhood by Kat Clark. The Hate You Give Me by Angie Thomas. I Hold Your Heart by Karen Gregory. Eliza Rose by Lucy Worsley. Heroes of Olympus. The House of Hades. Ketchup Clouds by Annabelle Pitcher. Alleen met mijn wereld, hoe ik leerde leven met autisme by Russell Brookhouse. This would translate to something like Alone with My World, How I Learned to Live with Autism. What's a Girl Gotta Do by Holly Bourne. No Big Deal by Bethany Rutter. Jemima Small versus the Universe by Tamsin Winter. Colin Fisher by Ashley Edward Miller and Zach Stantz. Frontlines by Michael Grant. A Fatal Inversion by Barbara Fine. The Golden Butterfly by Sharon Gosling. Tell Us Something True by Dana Reinhardt. Floored by Sarah Barnard, Holly Bourne, Tanya Byrne, Non Pratt, Melinda Salisbury, Liza Williamson, and Eleanor Woods. Me Being Me is exactly as insane as You Being You by Todd Hasaglowy. The Switch Up by Katie Cannon. It Only Happens in the Movies by Holly Bourne. The Lost and the Found by Kat Clark. The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. Boy by Roald Dahl. The Sun is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. You Know Me Well by Nina LaCour and David Levithan. The State of Grace by Rachel Lucas. Alice in Wonderland by Simon James Green. The Places I've Cried in Public by Holly Bourne. Everything Beautiful Is Not Ruined by Danielle Young Ullman. Unconventional by Maggie Harcourt. Yes, No, Maybe So by Becky Obertali and Aisha Said. The Gifted, the Talented and Me by William Sutcliffe. Room Empty by Sarah Mussey. How to Be Single by Liz Toquillo. The Moonlight Dreamers by Siop van Curham. I know I'm mispronouncing that first name, but I don't know how to actually pronounce it. The Land of Stories Beyond the Kingdom by Chris Colfer. If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo. Theatrical by Maggie Harcourt. A Thousand Nights by E.K. Johnston. Rebel of the Sand by Alwyn Hamilton. The Art of Being Normal by Liza Williamson. The Lime Tree Cross by Randa Abdel Fattah. Saint Anything by Sarah Dessen. Wonder Woman Warbringer by Leigh Bardugo. The Fandom by Anna Day. The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. Freshers by Tom Allen and Lucy Ivanson. All We Could Have Been by T.E. Carter. Rebel Bully Geek Pariah by Aaron Lang. Jackpot by Nick Stone. Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. The Exact Opposite of OK by Lara Stephen. By Any Other Name by Laura Jarrett. The Moon and More by Sarah Dessen. The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater. Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. One of Us is Lion by Karen M. McNamanus. 13 Minutes by Sarah Pinborough. Stealing Snow by Danielle Page. Danielle, female Daniel. Female form of Danielle. Danielle, yeah. Stealing Snow by Danielle Page. Birthday by Meredith Russo. Unbecoming by Jenny Downham. Follow Me Back by Nikki Cloak. And finally, Girl Heart Girl by Lucy Sutcliffe. So those were all of my unread books, and there are way too many, I am aware of that. But if you've read any of them and think I should definitely pick that one up soon, please leave it in a comment below. If I get a bunch of comments, I might do a video where I read the books you want me to read from these shelves, because I have a lot of books, so no buying new books until I've read at least a big portion of this. I'm terrible at keeping that, but that is always the goal. So yeah, if you have any books you think I should read that are on my shelves and unread, let me know and I will do a video about that, in which I read 4 books or so that you think I should have read already, or should be reading, or should be prioritizing, because they're just so great. A little note about series: if you think I should read a book in a series, please pick the first book in that series, or if it's, for example, The Land of Stories, for which I have read the first 2, you can pick the third book. But if you, for example, write down The Raven King, which I'm pretty sure is the 4th book in the Raven Cycle series, and I pick that one, I will be reading either The Raven Boys or the 2nd book in the series, because I've already read The Raven Boys, The Dream Thieves. Yes, if you pick Raven King, I won't be reading Raven King, but I will be reading The Dream Thieves instead, because I have not yet read The Dream Thieves or Blue Lily Lily Blue, so The Raven King would be a complete confusion mess, and I wouldn't enjoy it as much if I read them in the actual order they came out in, obviously. So yeah, let me know which books you think I should read or should have read, and I will read them. I promise. Hopefully. I'll read 4 or 5 of them for a video, and I mean, they're all obviously books I want to get to, so eventually I should read them, but I will read 4 or 5 for a video at some point, I promise. So yes, that is this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and a comment, and if you want to see more like this, subscribe. I'm not sure how much more like this exactly you will see, because it will be a while before I've amassed enough unread books that it's interesting to do it again, probably in a year or so. But if you subscribe, you will see the video in which I read the books you want me to read, so that's something. Anyway, thanks for watching, bye!